Yo, so I know it's been forever, right? It's been months, and I haven't recorded a video in that time span, nor have I really devoted any of my time to YouTube. But I decided, why not come back and drop a vid because it ain't like I got anything else going on at the moment, so I might as well. And recently, they put GTA 5 on the Game Pass for Xbox. And I was like, man, I haven't played GTA in so long. Like, I should probably check this out. Now, mind you, I had the old version, the Xbox One version that everyone played for the last, century it feels like. But they got the next gen version on here. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to download it. I'm not going to transfer anything over. I'm just going to start from scratch. And that's what I'm doing. And if we can make this a series, that would be cool because I used to be a diehard GTA fan. Like, man, I used to play this game so much. I had all the businesses. I had, the crates going. I think when I stopped playing it seriously is when they came out with the Cayo Perico. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I stopped playing it seriously after that. I was like, man, this is just too much for me. It's too much going on. And hopping back on it now, it's like, it's still the same exact game, but I don't know if it's because of the break, but it just felt so refreshing to play. Like, just look at this little bit of driving that I'm doing. Now, mind you, this is the introduction, right? I don't need the introduction. I already know what I'm doing, but I'm going through the introduction. I'm driving. I'm like, man, like it looks so crisp, right? The Kuruma looks great, honestly. All the graphics look nice. I guess it's because of the good old next gen update that they did to the game. So everything looks nice, but it feels nice too. Like it doesn't feel as I run into something, but it doesn't feel like super choppy or anything like that, like it used to back in the day. If anyone remembers correctly, when the game first came out on like 360 and PS3, man, I swear it was so laggy for me and it was like super choppy. But fast forward to now, it's like, man, the difference is night and day. And I'll definitely be, spending a little bit more time on the game because why not? Like, it's a game about getting cars, getting bread, things of that nature. And once you see that you're getting successful in the game, it's just gonna make you keep wanting to do more and more and more and more until like you're content with where you're at, which is what it was for my other account. Like I had already accomplished everything as far as like playing the game, so I didn't really have a goal or anything like that. It was like I'm just playing to play. But on this newer version, it's like, man, like you finally got something to play for again. Have a little bit of a drive while you're on the game. Plus, I'm a brand new level, at least according to the game, so got to start from scratch. Now, when I stopped initially, and I'm gonna do a little cut right here, but when I stopped initially, I think this this little tidbit has been in the game for a while. I don't know if it's been in the game since the PS4, Xbox One days, but when I initially stopped the car, I thought that I was gonna have to shoot them. So I kind of already prepared myself. The game should have just picked up right then and there that, hey, this guy's already been playing this before. We should just skip all these, unnecessary instructions. But yeah, I had already been ready to shoot at them, and it's not like the game is making it difficult, but this little bit of tutorial is kind of boring. I understand, for the new player. At the same time, though, it's like, who's really new to the game? Like in actuality, is there actually anyone on this game that hasn't played GTA 5 at least one time in their life prior to 2025? And I've seen the fact that the game still is alive to this day, and it's so crazy to me. Like I play 2K, I play Call of Duty, I play all these games, and these games die, kind of fast. Whereas GTA has been, nonstop for the last who knows how many years and still going, even though they said they're supposed to be dropping GTA 6, which I don't believe none of that stuff, man. Once the game comes out, then we'll go from there. But as far as me believing what they're saying about GTA 6, they've been talking about that game for like 10 years. I remember when 5 first dropped, I was still a youngin' when 5 still dropped. And I'm a grown ass man now, and the game still hasn't dropped. So at what point is it like, hey, we're gonna actually go ahead and get this done and go through with what we're saying? Is it ever gonna happen? Like I've seen a little bit of trailer that they dropped, but that's not saying anything either. Just because you drop a trailer don't mean you're actually gonna do anything. So we'll see. But as of right now, it's still GTA 5, and I'm gonna play it until the game comes out. Try to enjoy it a little bit. And then I seen that I know I didn't put this in the video, but they start you out with all this stuff. Now, if anyone remembers, this is just this is just my little bit of insight that I'm gonna put on the game. But back then, when you would start playing this game, they would spawn you on the street, brand new level, with nothing. Like literally, I think you had like what, a pistol maybe, but you had literally nothing. Now, I had like choices to do so many different things. I could have been a CEO. I could have been a biker. I could have did like a couple of things. And it's like, whoa. Not to mention the 4 million they give you for free. The cars, the weapons. It's like, dang, like I'm already getting a head start. Like I didn't even try and work for anything. Back then you had to get like the cheapest little crib. You had a little cheap car. You had like no ammo on your weapons. But you did the heist, and that's what got you through, was doing them heists and doing those little contact missions or whatever they're called, and getting your money that way. They already setting you up for success as soon as you hop on the game. They give you 4 million out the rip, like dang. And I don't know, how that's supposed to translate. Obviously, I think that the game has definitely inflated when it comes to like what you can get, because I saw some of them prices and like, bro, I'm telling you, like Zentornos, the True Fades, like all them things, like those used to be the vehicles, and those are like considered high end, right? Then they came out with like the Deluxo, the flying motorcycle. I can't think of the name of it right now, but they came out with stuff like that. They kind of killed the market with that because everyone wanted one of those. And then now it's like what do they even have in them? Like I'll be able to take a little bit more of a look at it if I get into the game, if I make this a series. But it's like, bro, like starting me out with everything that I already need. Like realistically, I don't even have to really grind for anything like I used to, because you're giving it to me before I even do anything. Not saying that's an issue. I know it's to cater to a newer player, and lo and behold, a newer player on the game. But I just think that you should have to work for it still, without it being like the first option to already have that stuff for you. And if you know how to, just start from scratch, let me know, because I would have preferred to like, be on the street, nothing done yet, just a bum, that would have been my preference for sure, because that would have been more realistic to how the grind used to be back then. But you're seeing the office, you're seeing the car that I'm driving. I chose that Karuma on purpose, because that was like the go-to mission car. So, I mean, nothing real crazy. It's a first little look into it. Like I said, if this is to become a series, that'd be nice. It all depends on the traction of the video itself. But if it does become a series, don't think that I won't become invested, because I will definitely be on this game, posting consistently if this does do any numbers. And we'll just have to see how that goes. Now, I'm going high speed right here. Talk about the game a little bit more. I've been rambling. Now, none of this stuff surprises me. I kind of already know like what to expect when I get over here. It's either one or two things, right? It's either you're gonna go over here, you have to fight people to take the stuff, or they got a vehicle already ready for you. And that hasn't changed, so that's good. At least the grinding portion of GTA still seems somewhat similar to what I remember, because crates was the way to go, man. I'm telling you, like crates, your weed businesses, hell, your meth, like those businesses were the way to make your money. Like I used to swim in cash just by doing those deliveries. Like especially with the crates, man. You get that thing up to a certain extent, you making about $2 million off a full delivery, and it's like, man, that's easy money. And it's not like it takes like a bunch of your personal time. You could get those crates, get off the game, and go do something else, and then come back and you're making the bread, or you could stock up for your business and you're making money. You're getting the necessary funds. Obviously, you got to make the proper upgrades to get more money. Well, not even more money, but to get money faster. But even with that, it's like, bro, the game is tailored to make money. And that's the beauty of it in hindsight, All the cash methods, those are huge. I never followed any of them. I just kind of just did my own thing and just worked on those. But I know a lot of people were doing the crate method back in the day. The crates, the businesses. Now they got nightclubs. They got, I think you can deliver vehicles, like all types of stuff. So I'll definitely be taking more of a look at it and invest some more time into it. And hopefully I'll make, way more money on this account than I did my other account, because I felt like I had a ton of money on, the Xbox One version. And I'm trying to make twice, 3 times that on here without investing my own money into it, right? Like I don't want to put none of my real life money on the game. I just want to grind it, get to that first mil, right off of working for it, then that first 10 mil, then 20 mil, then 50, and so on and so forth until we get enough money to where it's like I could just buy whatever at any point. Well, I just have to start having fun, start buying stuff just to try it out and sell it. But there's not too much longer on this video. I know it's kind of just me rambling a little bit, but I did want to talk about GTA and the possibility of me getting back into it after so many years and making it a thing on the channel, especially if we're going to go into GTA 6, where it's like you could go from 5 to 6 and carry on the torch and still, have fun in the game. And who knows, maybe I could even start interacting a little bit more in the game as well. So we'll have to see how that goes. But like I said, if you want this to become a series, just let me know, man. Like, I'll make sure to get it done to the best of my abilities. Or maybe I'll disappear again for another 2 months. Who knows with me, right? But I don't really got too much more to say. Y'all take it easy, man. I'm out of here.